doing? I don't understand.
Oh, my darling Rose.
But anyways, and then the other of my friend now told me that the tall one was upset. She was beyond herself. She was crying and everything, that she was supposed to be the one to post it, and she did not post it, and I had to go and give it to somebody else. I'm like, it doesn't matter, anybody can post it, just post it, because just be happy for me, because when you're happy for somebody, should be good things will come to you. I was just, but anyways, she now started posting. So I was sending to her, and then I apologized, and I wasn't sending to the other lady anymore. I was now sending to her. And then the other lady was like, is there pictures and everything? I said, you know what? I sent to her as well. I was posting now. I was now posting everywhere. When I sent to her, she will post. When I sent to her, she will post. But this was after the effect. You understand? So that was how it went on and on and on. When I came back, so sometimes when I try to call and try to talk about my husband, he said, there's this cold shoulder. You know, somebody does not have to tell you that I don't like you. The person with just the body language, and me, I am very sensitive. You don't have to say the word, I will just understand, you know. So I noticed that she was acting some type of way. So I started withdrawing. I said, you know what? Let me just kukuma withdraw, because this friendship is not even real friendship in the first place. Now let me deviate a little bit. It's three of us, me and two on this, the tall one and the not tall one, right? They are closer to each other than I am, like the third leg. But you know, when I come in, I am just like a sunshine. I brighten the whole place. I make them laugh and everything. You know, when I'm there, it's like, you know, a breath of fresh air. But I know, and they know, that I just belonging. They're like this, more than like this than me. You understand? Okay, so I started detaching myself. I'm not going to lie, because it was the air was not airing anymore. So it was a little bit foggy. So I started detaching myself, and God so kind. My husband will call me 300 times a day. Me, I will call him 100 times a day. So you know, and the kids are there. So I got myself busy. When we talk, we talk. So I stopped commenting and talking on the platform, because I am the ogre of that platform. I must bring story to talk on that platform. If I don't bring story on that platform, that platform is not platforming, you know. So I started detaching myself, and one day the other lady came and told me that the tall one is upset with me because I did not tell her that I was going to get married. I'm closer to 50. I'll be 50 in a couple of months. Why do I have to be taking permission from everybody that I want to live my life? I already told you that I found somebody. You laughed and you shoved it to one corner. I got there, I took a picture, I did a video with me and my husband. I showed Una. He proposed to me, I sent to you. The first time he finished, when he finished the payment of my bride price, it was you people that I showed. So what is it? Am I supposed to tell you from day one that, hey, this is the plan? This is no, now you're not going to live inside the house. You're not going to sleep on the same bed with us. You're not. So the things that I want you to know is what I will tell you. The things that I don't want you to know, I cannot tell you. No matter how besties people are, there are some things that you have to keep to yourself. Of which right now, thank you, Jesus, that I kept a lot of stuff to myself, because that is how it would have been out there. Anyways, let me not jump the gun. So when I went to make my hair now, the younger one told me that the older one was upset with me that I did not tell her and everything. I have to go and apologize, because usually I'm always messing up. Sometimes they will set we want to go out like this, we want to go and eat. I will just disappoint them, as in I will not show up. 2 reasons why I'm not showing up. I don't know what I'm going to, like, how am I going to sit down there and talk? Like, I know everything there is fake. Secondly, I'll go and be doing past myself. We'll go and eat. We'll go and spend like $205. Me, I know how I work. I know how I do doubles. I cannot start pretending. How will you now go? You now eat one small thing like this, you pay 200 and some people do it though. And I salute those people, because me, that's 200, it don't reach me to buy cement, complete my house for Naija. It don't reach me buy something complete for Naija. You understand? So that's how I did bakaro. I was able to build a house in Naija. Me, I cannot be doing this thing. So that day I disappointed them, I will not lie. And when they came, they said I disappointed. They said, oh, blah, blah, blah. I went as usual. I apologized to them and I made one wonderful pot of soup. Because every time I know that I will disappoint, when I come, I will beg for forgiveness and I will cook one thing or do one thing. Life continues, because they still don't want to understand that I don't belong there. Of course, they kind of knew, but they don't, I don't know. It was not it. So anyways, moving forward, I said this time around, I will not beg. I am not cooking. I am not doing nothing. This time around, I did my day. Because what I did was not wrong, So, but anyways, fast forward, when we see like in gathering, we say hi, and at the point we stopped. Totally stopped talking. You walk this way, I walk this way. On her birthday, we were doing the group thing, and I realized that they removed me. No problem. I didn't get upset. Nobody heard about it. If not that I'm saying it now. On her birthday, on my father's wake keep, one of them came, attended, the other one did not, and I'm sure, don't quote me, I am sure the reason why she attended is because we belong to the same group. So she attended. The other one did not even show up. But the other one was on the committee of friends group, because I had to add her. Let people see that at least one of them is there. So she was 1 minute she's there, the other minute, but she was really like there. So on her birthday I was there, but we're just doing things maturely, we don't have to. I did not tell anybody that, look, we are not in talking terms, because there's nothing there. It's not when there's something that you're fighting over that you start talking. No. So fast forward, towards the end of last year, I told my husband that I want to set up a podcast channel to tell my story out there, because now that I am healed, or rather I am healing, because we no go fit heal finish for this life, So now that I'm healing, I want people to learn from my mistakes. I want people to learn from my past. I don't want people to make the kind of mistakes that I made. My husband now said, hey, are you Mary Magdalene? I say, yes, babe, I'm Mary Magdalene. He said, okay, Mary, what do you want to do? I said, I want to set up a podcast channel. So he said, okay, list the things that you will need to set up the podcast channel. I listed everything, he gave me that 101%, So while I was setting up my YouTube channel, while I was building it, I started campaigning. I started sending messages out. My Chronicles of Sugar Rose is coming out, a place where an African woman is going to tell her real life story and all that. And my husband now asked me, what story am I going to tell? I said I was going to tell the story of that EPA that took advantage of me, that I already told my husband, and then the story of how I dated a reverend father, a priest. He now said, when you finish talking about these two now, what will you now say subsequently, following up? And I said, I'm going to talk about my childhood, talk about my parents, my brothers, all of that. That I have things to tell. He said, as long as you're not going to run out of story, I am game. So whatever will make you happy, let's do it. And to God be the glory, my husband gave me that support. So if you see me outside jumping like a small frog, it's because I have somebody backing me up. You see me dancing on Facebook is because I have somebody backing me up. So that was how my husband supported me, and then I started creating awareness, letting people know that my podcast is coming up and all that stuff. So eventually I launched it. You know, I had a soundtrack. I did a soundtrack for my YouTube channel, my Chronicle of Sugar Rose. Now, I was waiting for it to come out like a week later or something, and the story of Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniel, that saga, busted, and one of my story had to do with something of that nature. Immediately I took advantage of it and I published my first story, and that was how my first story went viral. The first set of listeners and subscribers that period, I had over 3,000 on YouTube. You know, on Spotify I had like 500, it just came out at the right time, you know, so I took advantage of it. It's not a small job, you know, it has to do with thinking, praying, putting it together. And every time I go on my podcast, every time I bring up an episode, at the end of the episode, I feel drained. Every time I go out there and I talk and I tell my truth, my life story. After each episode, I feel drained, like something has been lifted up my shoulder. Something has been lifted off my shoulder. And my husband will be like, so how did this one go today? My husband is my number one listener. You go there and listen. You say, this one's sweet, this one's sweet, you know, stuff like that. So having him there and having the kids there, my siblings there, you know, my family members and my friends, those loyalists, may God continue to bless you guys for me. So that was how we started talking. So I started from how a part took advantage of me. I talked about my friends from university level, how when I go out, I shine. You know, their parents used to, their siblings used to be in America while we were in Nigeria, right? So they used to bring all this Irish Spring and all these things, designer stuff. So I was talking about it. I talked about it, how I was being left on the side, but I am the cornerstone, the rejected stone that became the cornerstone. You know, all of that. I started talking, bringing my life from childhood. This level now, I'm yet to talk about this level, but once in a while when something happens, I talk about it. So this is how my podcast has been going. So recently, I just realized that something is going on. What is going on? And all this while, I will tell you the truth. The younger one, when I post something, she used to comment, and there was something that she was trying to do, and I set something up for her and even put a music. I paid for a soundtrack. I told her, I said, anytime you want to do this thing, this is the soundtrack, because this is what I want to do. This is what I've been building up for. So I have a vast knowledge in that. So I told her that anytime you want to come out and talk, you have to put the soundtrack for. So I paid for that soundtrack and I sent it to her. I don't know what happened. She used it once and she went and she brought it down. I don't know if it's the big one that told her. I don't know what happened. She just brought it down. The money that I spent to do that soundtrack for her, it went into the drain. You know, so fast forward, recently I just received messages. At first, I opened a Facebook page for the women in my group, some community women in my community. I opened a Facebook group there, and I put the big one as an admin, and 2 other people as an admin in that Facebook group. Only for me to go there, and I saw her. She posted a YouTube channel on that place that they're going to talk about me. Like they're going to talk about me. Like, I don't understand. And inside there, she called me an elephant. Like they're going to talk about the big elephant, you know. And then they changed my name to Hibiscus. I was wondering where this was coming from. When people were telling me, sending me those things, I said, I beg, leave. The ocean is big for everybody to swim in it. So whatever you go drink, no go pass you by. I said, let it be, you know. So I let it be. So only for me to just say, you know what, let me just go to this group. I went to that group and I actually listened and I saw it. The first thing I did, I took it out because I set up that group. Now maybe the admin for that group, I took it out. You cannot come to my house and come and be putting something where I know I approve, you know. So after that, they posted something again. Watch out for part 2. They were now using my story, my past, against me. Telling my story how I dated a priest. So you can imagine, if I had told them everything about me, everything about my family, everything about my children, everything about my husband, that is how they would have set up a ring light for me. What did I do? Because I tried to detach myself. They know, as God will have it, God is my witness. They know that I don't actually belong in that group. I am just an extra body. So I knew that I was an extra body. But sometimes there comes to a point where you cannot pretend any longer. You can pretend just for a while. And me, I pretended too much, and I cannot pretend any longer because I was done. I would have still managed though. But because of those little things, immediately after I got married, it was as if there was some kind of jealousy. Don't quote me, it's not like I married Dangote, but to my husband, he is Dangote to me in my eyes. So I noticed some kind of action, whenever they're doing things, they don't call me anymore. So I don't worry. I said, somebody does not have to come to you and say, I don't like you, for you to notice that you are not being liked. So I started moving away. It was easier. That made it easier for me to step back. But now, setting up a ring light and discussing me. I set up a ring light to talk about my story. You are setting up a ring light to talk about my own story. I don't understand. According to my husband, he will say, I don't understand. Now, here's the thing. What have I done that warranted you to set up a ring light to discuss me, to try to use me to make money, to try to make mockery out of me, to try to discredit my personality, my integrity? Why? Now, somebody told me that they said they went to listen to my YouTube channel and I was talking about them. I don't want to use feeble-minded for them because I talked about my siblings. There was one place that I said one funny, annoying thing about my siblings too. I talked about my husband. My husband is always in every topic, the good, the bad, and the things that he did to me. I will bring it there and I will talk. And I'm saying it because it's a lesson. I've talked about all these people. I've not even started talking about them all. They now said that they noticed that I talked about them. Okay, fine. Allegedly, I spoke about you. Are you not going to come and tell me, hey, why did you talk about me? Or are you afraid of me? Now, let me deviate a little bit. You see, there's this lady that, I don't know, we went for an event and I can't remember what I did to her, but she called me and told me that, hey, Sugar, that thing that you did to me. I said, what? To be honest with you, I can't even remember, but she just said, you did this to me, I didn't like it. Oh, Obeni, right there, I apologized. I begged her, and then she started laughing. Because one thing with me, I have this high sense of humor. And I applauded her. I thanked her for coming to me to tell me, because if somebody annoys you, please deem it fit to go and tell that person, look, you annoyed me. Not going to A will not go to B will not go to C. That's gossip that you're trying to brew, So if really I did something wrong, aren't you going to supposed to tell me? Why should you go and set up a ring light? Somebody said it's jealousy. People are saying it's jealousy. They said, oh no, you know what? Ignore them because this is so embarrassing. How could they stoop so low and all that? I have ignored them. So what I am doing here is I am telling my story. I am taking that power away from them. I am taking that strength away from them. I am taking that microphone away from them, that it is my story. Let me tell my story the way it is. And if you know that you are a saint and you have never done no wrong, can you be bold enough to come out and tell your story just like I'm telling my story? My story is a lot. I want you to go on Chronicles of Sugar Rose to listen to all the stories, different episodes, different scenarios of my life. And I am not done yet because God is not done with me yet.
Oh, my darling Rose.
Yes, my husband will say Mary Magdalene. Yes, I have been there, done that. It takes only the strong. It takes only those who have the strength, the grace of God, the Holy Spirit to be able to come out and say, yes, I did this thing and I begged for forgiveness and God has forgiven me. And before now, when I dated that priest, I realized that what I was doing was wrong. And are there people dating priests? Of course. Are there people dating priests? Of course. Like my husband would say, before they became priests, were they not human beings? They are man them be before they become priests. But these are anointed people. So that was why my conscience was pricking me. That was why in one of my episodes I said I had to go naked for 7 days in my room at between 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning, praying that God should please forgive me for the sins that I have committed. I don't know what is going wrong, but because of this, have mercy on me, oh God. I had to tell the priest, I no do again. That one was another fight on his own, because I had to fight my way out of that, physically and spiritually. So I did all of this. And now, two people who say they're my friends, or who used to think that they're my friends, are now setting up ring light to talk about my own story. So just imagine, apart from the priest, what other story do they have to tell? What other story? There's none. Because most times, more often than not, I didn't tell them my story. And let me tell you, in this few period when this thing is happening, they went to my own friends, my own group chats, and they were inviting my friends to come and listen to their channel, because they want to tell a story about me, telling my own friends to go and listen and subscribe. And these people will screenshot and show it to me and say, what is wrong with these people? Listen, when they go low, you're going to go lower. They now ended up giving me stories about them. Like I have their stories like this. The secret ones, I have their stories. But it's not in me to tell their stories. Let them come out and tell their stories like I am telling my own story. They should come out. I am not going to be here and leave my own and go and be Mba. So I am here telling my stories. And if it were them, all these their secrets, their stories that people have given to me on a platter of gold, I would have just come here and blow it out. But it's not in me to do that. My own is not to bring people down. Because Anna, my boss, anyway, I have a focus. I know what I'm pursuing and I know what God is doing for me. And you see my life the way I am now. I am not going to be so boastful to say that I am financially buoyant. I am all that. But greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. My life is a life of 2 fish and 5 loaves and 2 fish. But listen, I always have 12 baskets left. In everything I do, I always have 12 baskets left. I am never hungry. You understand? When I need something, God brings people that will be there for me. So I've never actually lacked in life. Do you understand? So what am I saying? Imagine that these people are the ones feeding me. Imagine that these people are the ones giving me food, clothing me, taking care of my children, all of that. And I now detached myself. Say I no do again. What do you think they will do? They will go and pay CNN and tell my story. Assuming there's something secretive that I tell them, that I share with them. By now I would have been shaky that God, my secret is out there. They're going to tell my secret. No. I dated a priest. I said it here. I went for confession. I begged for God for forgiveness. I told my husband. I said it in the Chronicles of Sugar Rose. I messed up. And I have begged for forgiveness. And things are going smoothly for me. Is it now that things are going smoothly for me that you're supposed to be tapping current? And now you are now setting up ring light to tell people that I am a bad person. And then you both of you that are telling people that I am a bad person. Remember that people know you in this New York. people know you, and people have given me your stories. I am not there to tell your stories. You should be bold enough, like I am bold enough to tell my stories. Be bold enough to set up a ring light and tell your story. Do you understand? It takes the grace of God to be able to come out there and say, yes, I erred. You understand? Now, people say this is act of jealousy. People are saying all kinds of stuff. I don't want to delve into that. I don't want to go there. I am just here for myself. And here is what happened. When they finished telling, setting up ring lights, opening YouTube channel, all because of me. I used to have, because before I started the YouTube channel, I was building my website. I was building it, and I was working really hard. So before this story, I was at 15,000. Now I am approaching 30,000. Are they trying to bring me down? Or they are elevating me? Not only that, I just do my own. I post my own story. I do episode, finish, post time. The next thing, Bishop Joshua Selman the ministry, not the group, his ministry took my episode and published it. They took my episode, they put it out there. Over 1 million subscribers that they have. They took my story and they put it out there. There's another prayer house that is up to 800 and something thousand. They took my story and they reposted it. There's a Nigerian blog, like Nigerian like in diaspora. They have a lot of followers there on Facebook, on YouTube, and all of that. They took my story and they reposted it. This is me that nobody knows. That I just did one corner, nobody knows. But because you want to bring me down, God said you are not fighting me, you're fighting him. You are fighting God, because this is me that I have come out to beg for forgiveness, that I dated a priest. I'm out here, I am saying it openly, and I'm using myself as an example. And then you are setting ring light to talk about me. You're trying to bring me down. And look at God is saying that you are not fighting me, Rose. You are fighting God, because I am that one sheep that God has picked up and made it 100. I am that one sheep. And if you know that you are a saint, come out and tell your story like I am telling my story. In the course of you trying to break me, God has elevated me. Bishop Selman, if you don't know who Bishop Selman is, go and Google Bishop Selman. Bishop Selman, his ministry took up my story and reposted it. If that is all that I have gotten in this life, that is it. And you people will be here, you people will be talking about me. I am moving up. I am moving up. I just want to tell you guys now that do not relent. Do not envy anybody. Do not try to bring anybody down. Do not try to dig up somebody's past, because nobody is without past in this world. If you know that you are a saint, be the first to cast that stone. And you know the funniest thing that these two ladies don't know? They have sewage, like dirty in their cupboard. Like stinky, smelly dirt in their cupboard, of which people who are very close to them, that they think that are their friends, have given me all their stories. But who am I to come and post it? Because I will be deviating the attention of the world from me to them. And that is why I'm not naming them here. Because when I name them here, they'll take the credit. I'm not going to call your names. Just like you're calling my name, and because you call my name, I've come out here to tell you that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. My past, I don't live there anymore. And as you can see, God is blessing me. God is not done with me yet. This is just the beginning. And you think you're fighting me. You're not fighting me. You're fighting God. And as long as you cannot penetrate God, who are you to penetrate me? Because I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. God has blessed me.
True talk with Sugar Rose, oh. True talk with Sugar Rose. True talk with Sugar Rose, oh, my darling Rose.